What is up guys, today is day 369 and today I will bring you guys my own opinion about the Belgian politics, and this is not something that you need to take as a fact. This is just my own opinion and my own frustrations about this whole system, which we cannot do many things about. It doesn't actually matter what age you are, this could just be very helpful for you. So if you're interested about this, stay with me guys, and I will just bring you guys through this as fast as possible so you guys can carry on doing whatever you were doing. Politics is something that never concerned me, and it's something that seemed irrelevant to me up until now. I'm 22 years old and it hits me. The age of retirement that is rising, the highest taxes in the world, and a strong increase on the quantity of retired people, and a shocking 12% of its civilians that doesn't even work and is able to keep it that way because of our system. It seems like being unemployed is a choice, and that working hard, on the other hand, doesn't get rewarded. As I am diving deeper and deeper into this topic, I'm starting to realize that Belgium, like any other country, has its own errors in the system. But I must say, before I go any further onto this topic, Belgium is in my opinion a good country overall, because I couldn't name any other country where social security is so solid. Unlike the United States, where you would need to pay $100 to see your own doctor, we only pay €4. And even when I would need to go to my dentist, it would only cost me around €30 for a good checkup after my dental insurance pays me back. And this is of course something that needs to be stated, because this is a good way to make it accessible for everyone. No stupid prices, so everyone can make use of our system. However, our society should be seen as a pyramid, but upside down. Let me explain. The pyramid should be made out of a strong fundament of working people. The employees and the employers or CEOs will make sure that the economy stays afloat and that they can contribute to society by paying their taxes and social security. Without this layer in the pyramid, the economics would collapse even harder than it is doing right now as we are speaking. The next layer, counting from the ground, is the layer of the youth, the minors and the students, climbing their way up in the system to eventually also become a CEO or an employee to blend in with the first layer, bringing more purchasing power to our economy, which brings them also in the category of contributing towards society. And the top of the pyramid consists of the retired people, those who once were a big part of the working class but can now stop working and live off of the taxes that the working class pays. They have done their job and now can enjoy a happy life ever after. But for us as Gen Z, it seems to take a strange turn. The pyramid we once had is now changing, with the working class not only needing to cover the paychecks for the retired, but also more and more people tend to just quit working because they simply can't. And this is something where I will hurt and even will be criticized by many people, but this is just how it is in Belgium. There are way too many people making use of a system that was designed for the elderly and people who are unable to work because of a handicap or because of other health issues, even though they are perfectly capable of working like the majority. And that's just what is so frustrating about living in Belgium. And it's even understandable, since it's unattractive to put in the hard labor, because you will just be left with 52% of taxes if you are in the highest bracket of income, which is simply unfair. In my opinion, this is not something that you should take lightly. There is a reason why the age of retirement rises, and it's simply because they cannot keep up with the amount of retired people that they need to pay, coupled with a national debt that is managed poorly and is not looked after enough. So how will this be for us as Gen Z? Will we even get to enjoy retirement, or will most of us not even reach that point before they just collapse and get buried 6 feet under? That will be my biggest mystery that I'll probably never solve, but I can do something. Actually more things, but this is the most obvious one, and that's investing. That's my way of securing my own retirement fund so that I do not have to count on a government that doesn't even know what they are doing, as you can see with this never-ending loophole of taxes. Currently in Belgium, we are dealing with more than 21% of our population that are older than 65, not even speaking about the people who are unemployed by choice. But you can also guess that this is a remarkable amount of people, and from those unemployed people, we only have a significant amount of the people who actually deserve this social security and these benefits because they simply cannot work. I will never look down on anyone abusing the system because it's there, so if you don't make use of it, then other people will. But ignorance is your biggest enemy in situations like these. You need to encounter this problem head on and make sure that you find your own way beating this current economy. And because those times your grandparents bought a house for 50k are over. We are now living in a time where this world is a concrete jungle and only the strongest will come out on top. With problems like this occurring in your day-to-day life, you only have two options. You acknowledge what is coming for you in the future, the challenge of having the same life standard as our parents had on their younger age and every day working for this goal, or you just sit back, live from paycheck to paycheck, blame everyone else but yourself, and get out there on the street and riot with a bunch of other people who worked their ass off for this system but never got to enjoy any of it. That's about it, guys. Stay focused, stay blessed. Peace out.